What's up YouTube and welcome back to KangBrosTV. Liverpool have just drawn 2-2 with West Brom. What the fuck is it with West Brom? I swear our last three results against these guys, we've lost, we've drawn, and now we've drawn again, right? I think we lost in the FA Cup or something, or what cup it was. What is it with West Brom?
I don't know, do you know what it is? They just ask the right questions of Liverpool, if you know what I mean. They kind of know what the Achilles heel is and they just keep going at it. Like, they don't, dealing with crosses and whatnot, they kind of know that that's what it comes down to. But the one thing that annoyed me was, watching the game, you just look at it, you think to yourself, like, there was almost like an expectancy that once Liverpool had gone 1-0 up, it was like, right, Liverpool are going to win this game, we're going to lose this game. And like, kind of like Liverpool accepted we were going to win, West Brom accepted we were going to lose, and they just thought, well, let's launch a few crosses into the box and see what happens. That's kind of what it looked like after a while. And do you know what I mean? But it was just that there was like more of an air of expectancy. Like, it wasn't like loads on this game. And it felt like a bit of a dead rubber where if you're West Brom, you'd kind of think, this game, Liverpool made the changes, we could actually get the 3 points that we need. But I don't know, it wasn't a great game at all either.
It wasn't a great game.
It's a shit game, actually.
But I'm going to disagree with you slightly. I mean, I think that West Brom just kept going. So I know there wasn't expectancy when it was 2-0 up. I thought that's it, game done, finished. That Rafa little one of those ones, right? Because let's be honest, when you're 2-0 up against West Brom, they're the bottom of the league. You should not be drawing or losing that fixture from there. Do you know what I mean? But like you said, I think the manager had a big part to play in it for West Brom as well. He's changed the whole atmosphere in the whole club.
But that annoys me, though. That annoys me, and that's where it comes down to players taking responsibility. Listen, it's the same players. And I know everyone's like, oh yeah, management, different motivators, They just didn't fancy it with the last manager. They weren't playing for him. Now that for me it's not acceptable. I know that some people say, oh yeah, different managers get people riled up in different ways, or whatever. But that's not acceptable. You can't pick and choose the games on people you want to play for. You're playing for the badge in the club, and that is, I think, is like piss poor. And West Brom deserve to be where they are because of the attitude that they've shown. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, Darren Moore, he's got everyone playing, he's got everyone buzzing and whatnot. Nah, not for me, man. I'm not having that.
You think it's anything to do with the circumference of his chest or his bicep that they play for?
Yeah, possibly. They kind of said like, you're gonna, score some goals. Nah, but score some goals or get me. I must rough you up a little bit. Get me. I might have to give you the quick one.
Yeah, I mean West Brom look like a totally different team, but I think that you're right. When you're 2-0 up against West Brom, we got early goal as well, so things did fall in our favour. The one thing that didn't fall in our favour was the penalty shout with Danny Ings.
Yeah, and to be fair, the referee today was actually very shit.
Very shit.
No, but in both ways, he kept giving. He gave stuff against, he did things that you watch and you think, well, that's a foul, and he didn't give it, and then he gave a foul, and you're like, we kind of where's the consistency? There's no consistency, and that's with refereeing. They're never going to get it right all the time, but it's just the consistency. You just want someone to have that level where, okay, right, that's kind of what that's the level of sort of physicality we're going to go with and whatnot. But
yeah, I think he tried to make it like it was a physical game, but then it was like, all right, that was a quite obvious fucking penalty. So and
the guy punching Ings. It's like, oh, come on.
So the one thing I want to state is this, right? There's a lot of people that say that the likes of Robertson and Trent and all this kind of stuff and Lovren, they all have their opinion and doubts and opinions on these defenders. Now, our defence was changed for the first time for a long time. Moreno is back there.
He's not good enough. He's a shower of shit, actually.
What, both ways, defensively forward, or what?
Well, it's just, I've said this for a while, right? It's clearly not good enough defensively, clearly. We've seen that a number of occasions. It's just like, just going flying into tackles. He got rolled 3 or 4 times. That wing was having a field day against him today. Field day. Just rolled him at will. He tries to nick the ball every single time, nick it. And I get that you want to be a front foot defender. I get that. But what's wrong with just defending? There's no need to be a front foot defender and trying to just defend. Keep in your shape. The guy he goes committed. Once you've committed yourself, there's not a lot of spacing behind you. So as soon as you commit and he gets round you, which they did a few times, they're in on goal. They've got you're putting your centre halves under a lot of pressure. Not good enough. I've actually said a few times that he should play up the pitch. You should look at him as a wide forward. For example, bringing him on for the last 10 minutes, to take Mane off or something. Play him up the pitch. He's not a defender. He's not a defender.
Yeah.
He's not. Whoever sold him to us as a defender has done very well. Do you know what I mean? He's not a defender.
Another thing, right? Gomez, he is not a right back. Let's just get this right. He's not a right back. He is a centre back. Why do we not try him in centre back? Because I don't know if Klein was fit enough to play for this game, but Gomez, some of his decision making, not just for this game, throughout the season as well, we've said it has been poor, some of the decision making.
That second goal today is shithouse. What are you doing?
I can't explain it.
I can't either. As I said, I try and look at it from, I try not to be too harsh and say, that's rubbish. But you put yourself in that situation, don't you? When you play games, you think, right, well, okay, what's his thought process? You even try and give him the benefit of the doubt, but there is none. There isn't, and that's just not good enough. Against West Brom in a situation like that, you see Van Dijk throwing his hands up in the air because he's like, what are you doing? What the hell is that? It was a soft free kick, but it is a free kick because it was not the second foul, it was the first one. And that's what it should have been. That's where it was the foul. And
it was. And he was trying to get back with his pace, like he normally thinks that he can get back with his pace. But it was a shower of shit. What he got the ball there, and he just did a half-hearted attempt to get the ball. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. It looks like he just sort of switched off for a second.
And he's done it a few times in the game. A few times he's done it, like giving the ball away in bad areas. But like he's had a few good games at right back. He's actually had a few decent games at right back. But I'm looking at that team yesterday. I'm thinking, you've got the opportunity now to play Gomez at centre half.
Yeah,
that's the opportunity there to go and play him at centre half, and they didn't. They've gone with Klavan, and who struggled, to be fair. But then they're only human beings. They're only humans, right? If you don't play week in, week out, coming into a game, it is tough. You should have enough to beat West Brom. You should have enough to beat West Brom when you go up 2-0.
And yeah, that's it. I just want to finish the same thing. Like they've gone up by 2-0. There should be enough there to get you over the line.
So that bit of brilliance from Ox when he came on with Salah. That's just world class. The finish is just world class. And I've said it again. I have to bite my tongue because I said that I think it might be a one season and then we'll see how we go. But these finishes they're not a joke. They're not joke finishes. I look at them and think Rasclar. You know when he does it, you're like, oh my days, what?
Even that goal, the pressure that was getting caused onto him there in that position, I thought it's a very, very difficult finish to score from here. But he just made it look like it was nothing. But like you said, big shout out to Ox. That ball was like inch perfect. Salah was just looking over his shoulder to see if this ball was coming, and it was there right at his foot. But then for him to do that little trick, and that's it. It was amazing, amazing goal. The one thing that we missed out on so Gomez made the fuck up, yes, but then the cross comes in. Now, Karius, what are you doing? Are you staying in goal, or are you going to get the ball? Don't go out
just in no man's
land. Just no man's land and wave your hands around because you're not offering us nothing. That's what as like I said to you before, you've been in goal before. You tell me what is his thought process. Is he decided there I'm coming for the ball and then hold on a minute?
By the looks of it, anyway. Again, I've played in there, but I'm not.
Of course not.
No worldly keeper. But what I'm saying is, looking at that, he's just basically gone. They're going to put it into an area. We're going to have a relatively high line. So that anything that they put into that area, I'm just going to come and almost get in someone's eye line. That's the only thought process I can think. Defensively, it was poorly set up. It was like, Lovren's played everybody on side. He's dropped when everyone else has stayed brave. He didn't stay brave and played everybody on side. It was a good delivery. But for me, as a goalkeeper there, if you stay in goal, and that header is saved. It's saved then because it's far enough out. He gets a head on it, you can deal with it. He stood in no man's land and literally it's embarrassing. And that's why it goes back to a point I made against Man City after that second game. He's not what you think. Just a couple of games, it's not the, that's still an area that needs addressing badly. Don't let that, cover over a few cracks, he's had a few good games, still needs to be addressed. And today's just not, that I'm not saying that's his fault because it was a very poor, the build up to it was very poor, but there's a few times today at crosses he came out of corners and they put somebody on him and he was literally in no man's land. Not physical enough. I know De Gea took time, but do I think this guy has got the ability to be De Gea? I don't think he does. So I'm sorry. Don't be fooled.
Yeah, I mean it is worrying because we did say about the crosses that were coming in. That would look like back to the old school way of defending, where we were shitting our pants every time the ball would come in. And we've got Roma on Tuesday, and they are going to be an aerial threat. Dzeko must be looking at that, licking his lips, thinking, "Hold on a minute,
I'll fist these boys up."
Yeah.
But as I say, it'd be nice to see the other boys come back into the side. But the problem is that game against West Brom, you win that game, then top four is very comfortable. Then you're thinking, right, it's going to take a lot now. Yeah. But that's West Brom got bottom of the league and we haven't got 3 points. So you're still thinking, ooh, I still think we've got enough. But I'm just get closer to United. I'm still looking up, not looking down. I'm thinking get closer to United because I still think they've got a wobble in them. And can we finish as high as we can? But yeah, it's disappointing. It was a poor game. We started fresh, but then after that it was just literally almost like unexpected. We were going to win the game, and it was not good enough really. And obviously, I'm not going to be too critical. We win Champions League semi-final. There are priorities and whatnot. But if you're a squad player, if you're someone coming into that team, you've got to think to yourself, have a good. You have to have a good, real hard look at yourself. Am I actually even good enough? And Alberto Moreno, is he good enough?
No.
I don't think he is.
No, he's not.
And he's one person today I looked at and thought, no, good. Klavan, yeah, okay, it's difficult to just throw him in and say, right, go and play after not playing for so long, but is he good enough? No. You're better off investing in Gomez and saying, right, obviously you're going to play Gomez, throw him at centre-back, have a look at him at centre-back. If that's what you're going to do. You're better off playing him at centre-back than Klavan because there's more the longevity behind it and whatnot.
I mean, today was a tough one. Do you see any man of the match performances today?
No, I really didn't. I genuinely didn't.
Wasn't, like you said, it wasn't the greatest games. But if you had to give a man of the match, who would it go to?
I'd want to say Virgil, but even then, you know, he was sort of, you know, in and out of the game. I'd say probably Ings was just because he was real busy and he was a real threat. He's obviously annoying Hegazi because he was getting punched and all sorts, but there wasn't one for me. I actually cannot give you one.
Yeah, to be honest.
Dead performance. It was a dead performance, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you probably... Ox looked okay when he came on, very lively when he came on, he gave a great assist. But like you said, it's very, very difficult to give up. I'll be interested to see what viewers think who man of the match was.
I'm sorry, I got nothing for you.
Because even though it was a draw, right, and we got a point, it felt like a loss and it just felt like a disappointing result. From being 2-0 up and we couldn't manage that game out, I was pissed off. And it wasn't the greatest way to go into the Champions League semi-final.
I'll tell you what, I do like Rondon. I've said it, Steph Rondon is too much.
But this is the first time I've seen Rondon bullied. He got thrown off the ball a few times for Virgil. Virgil was loving that challenge. And I've never seen Rondon gone flying across nowhere before.
That's true.
So, but he still got on the score sheet.
There you go. Yeah. So that sounds like a good striker, right? It'll be interesting to see where he goes next season because he won't be in the Championship. He will not be in the Championship. And that is a fact. If he's in the Championship next year, I don't know. I don't say anything stupid because you never know, but I'd be very surprised to see him in the Championship. He's far too good for the Champo. He's good, but then saying that he needs a better return, but. Listen, I've said to you before as well. I'd take him at Liverpool.
He's a beast. I've seen him bully a lot of defences.
Just dashing people about.
Yeah.
I see him holding people, running with him, bro. But yeah, again, but on the whole, you know, not a good day at the office, not happy, and it's not the right momentum to take into the Champions League. But you know, hopefully, bring some of the other boys back into the side, go full strength, and hopefully we get the desired result.
Yeah. So all the viewers, let us know your thoughts on the game. If you agree with us, if you did feel disappointed just as we did. On the game, there was lots of excuses about dry pitches and all that. I'm not really having that bollocks because every team can do what they want in terms of their pitch. If it's a dry pitch, you're 2-0 up, you make sure you get over the line and get your 3 points. So for us, it was a disappointing game. It was a boring game for us. So let us know your opinion on it. And going into the Champions League, do you think Roma will be licking their lips or they'll still be shitting themselves? So don't forget to share, like and subscribe as well. Peace.